Have you ever stopped to think about what separates a cool piece of software from a truly essential one? We're about to dive into a pivotal moment in tech history, a story about how one single feature completely transformed a beloved project into an absolute industry titan.
You know, in the software world, the answer almost always comes down to one critical thing: trust. And for the database MySQL, earning that trust wasn't just some minor upgrade. It was a complete and total game changer. So, picture this. It's the late 90s, the open source scene is exploding, and MySQL is a rock star. I mean, it was blazing fast, totally free, and developers just loved how simple it was. It was the engine behind countless personal websites and passion projects. But when it came to real money and mission-critical data, well, there was a huge problem.
That's what the critics called it, a toy database. Can you believe that? Despite its massive popularity, the professional world saw it as a toy. A powerful one for sure, but definitely not something you would bet your entire company on. So what was the crucial piece that was missing?
It all boiled down to this. See, the industry giants like Oracle and SQL Server, they guaranteed your data was safe using something called transactions. MySQL, it just didn't have them. This meant that if you had an operation with, say, 2 steps, and it failed after step 1, your data could be left permanently messed up, corrupted. It was a risk that no serious business could ever afford to take.
But that was all about to change, and the solution didn't come from a simple patch or an update. Nope, it came from a whole new storage engine. That's the core component that really dictates what a database can do. This engine was called InnoDB, and it didn't just improve MySQL, it kicked off a revolution.
What InnoDB brought to the table was ACID compliance. And let me tell you, that's the absolute gold standard for database reliability. ACID stands for atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. But put simply, it's a promise, a non-negotiable promise that your data operations will either complete perfectly, as one single unit, or they won't happen at all. It keeps your data safe and consistent, no matter what goes wrong.
And the impact was, well, immediate and just profound. All of a sudden, MySQL wasn't just fast anymore, it was bulletproof. It could handle these complex, multi-step operations with full ACID guarantees. It brought in foreign keys to enforce relationships between data, and its replication became stable enough for massive scaling. The reputation was changing, and it was changing fast.
This huge technical shift had massive real-world consequences. It basically moved MySQL from a hobbyist's workbench right into the engine room of the growing internet economy.
It all started back in 1999 with version 3.23. That's when InnoDB first appeared and planted the seed. By 2000, developers building the next big web applications really started to take notice. And then, by 2001, MySQL 4.0 fully cemented these features, turning it into a genuine enterprise contender.
This newfound reliability meant everything to, well, everyone. It meant MySQL could now power e-commerce sites without losing orders. It could handle financial apps without misplacing a single cent. It could finally be the rock-solid foundation for those mission-critical business systems. To really get a feel for the difference this made, let's just look at a simple, practical example. Let's call it a tale of 2 updates, before and after InnoDB showed up.
Okay, imagine you're transferring money between 2 bank accounts. It's a 2-step process, right? You take money from one and you add it to the other. Before InnoDB, if the system crashed after taking the money out, but before putting it in, that money would just vanish. Poof, gone. There was absolutely no safety net. Your data was now corrupt.
Now with InnoDB's transactions, that very same operation is wrapped in this protective bubble. If any part of it fails, for any reason, the entire transaction is automatically rolled back. It's like it never even happened. The money is safely back in the first account, your data is secure, it's a beautiful thing.
And this whole journey really reveals the core lesson in this evolution. Look, being fast is exciting, and being free is fantastic, but for anything that truly matters, reliability isn't just another feature, it is the absolute foundation of everything else.
So, when we look back at this incredible journey, what are the key principles we can really take away from MySQL's rise from a supposed toy to a trusted global standard?
I think there are 5 really powerful lessons here. First, the engine is what defines the database. Its capabilities set the limit. Second, transactions are literally the currency of trust. It's the one feature that separates the toys from the tools. Third, replication isn't just about scaling up to more users. It's about surviving failures. Fourth, you have to balance speed with safety. Being fast is completely useless if you're wrong. And finally, trust is never just given. It's earned one proven, reliable feature at a time.
By finally embracing reliability and adding that crucial safety net of transactions, MySQL didn't just add a new feature. It unlocked its own potential and launched into an entirely new era, paving the way for it to become a cornerstone of the modern internet as we know it.